Okay, part two of this. I kind of wanted to just say a little bit about what they told me I had, which, again, they're telling me it was a good cancer. If you're going to have one, this is a good one to have. Okay, yay. I'm so happy about that. Okay, so it says on the report for the mammogram that there are stable benign erogenous microcalcifications in the left axilla not far from the triangle placed. I love these terms. I have no idea what they're talking about. No, I do, because I've seen the images. But, of course, first thing it says on here, the tissue of both breasts is extremely dense. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that, which lowers the sensitivity of a mammogram. So why are they doing that? That's the part I don't think I understand about this whole thing. I've always been told I'm dense, and I was hoping that wasn't a personal attack, but so I'm not sure I get why they do the mammograms. I'm sure they work just fine for some people, but for the rest of us who are dense, why are they doing these? This is one of the things that I don't understand. They also were saying that there was no real change between last year's mammogram and this one. So we're just talking, the reason that anything even occurred here is because I found something. Mammogram on the second time around, yes, they started to see something, but a year ago, 2011, March, I was told I was fine. So obviously, I'm not exactly sure why they were ever doing mammograms on me when it wasn't going to tell them anything. I also have a little demonstration, which I'll show you later, on how I feel about the whole thing of mammograms with someone with dense breast tissue like myself. So they found the lesion is found to represent an invasive ductal, I'm going to get this word wrong, I just know it, adenocarcinoma with an intraductal component. Okay, whatever. If you're not in the medical field, most of these terms mean zero. I'm just saying, they do. We are not, we don't know all this terminology, so I would feel like it's already up to the surgeon or the medical people to kind of explain this more to us. So of course, I go on the internet and I look all this stuff up and it pretty much explains it, but it'd be nice if the doctors would do that too. Honestly, I just feel like that's the way it should be done. Oh well. Also, that they are saying that I have 3 other lesions on the same side, but there's probably nothing wrong with those. And it says 3 lesions left breast, probably benign. A 6-month follow-up is recommended. Okay, now I've always had these little guys. They show up black on the mammogram, more so on the ultrasound. The mammogram doesn't really show that much, but the ultrasound definitely showed these little black things. But they're perfectly round, and from what they're saying is you don't really have to worry about those, and they usually don't like to mess with them. They just watch them to make sure that they don't get any bigger. Okay, so that's fine. The other one, definitely on the films, you could see was very, very just looked so different. It was like this white thing with all this white, like spidery things coming out from it. So yeah, that didn't look that good. That wasn't looking like I'd ever seen before, and definitely hadn't felt before. So it was probably good that I play with myself, as I said. So anyway, it's just interesting too to me that they're saying that these things are probably benign, and I'll tell you why I feel that later. So that's pretty much what they were telling me. All of this garbly-goop, again, I can figure it out because I'm smart. I can go to the internet. I can look stuff up just like anybody else. But I just wished that the doctors had spent a little more time in explaining to me. I think the one doctor actually drew a little picture. But don't you have like books, diagrams, pictures of actual things that the patient can understand a little bit better? I don't know. I think this is one of the more surprising things about this whole thing, is that I wanted to know. Now maybe some people don't, Maybe some people don't, and I get that because I deal in a business where the women just want me to tell them what to wear, and they don't care why. They just want, which is weird, but you know, some people just like to be told, and they don't want to know anything else. This is your life. I'm just surprised that people don't want to know more information about what's going on and what's exactly occurring. So that said, that was basically the diagnosis. And you know, again, they kept telling me, even the doctor, she goes, well, if you're going to have a cancer, this is a good one to have. And I'm like, okay, well, that's the second time I've heard that. I have a good one. Yay. Again, she's telling me that because I have a positive for the hormones. The estrogen and progesterone, I have positive a positive tumor for those, and a HER2, at one point it was borderline, but then it finally came back that it was negative. Okay, so that's what they mean when they tell you it's good. But I didn't know that. I had no idea what a good cancer meant. I thought all of them were pretty bad, but in reality that is true to have those negative positive results back on. You do not want to have 3 negative or negative, anyway, I don't know all this medical stuff, but I'm just saying you don't want to have 3 negatives, okay, because then they do not know what is causing your cancer. So in my case, they know that estrogen, which everybody knows by now, I still got my period at 59 years old. Don't ask me why. I'm a freak, okay, I'm a freak. But so obviously I've got estrogen running around in my body pretty good still. So I don't know what that's all about. Nobody seems to be worried too much about it. Right now they just said, okay, well, maybe we need to stop that, and that's what I don't understand too. Why not stop what the cancer cells are feeding off of, which is my hormones? But at this point, the only thing that they want to do to stop it is give me chemotherapy. Now, I am really fighting the chemotherapy at this point. I feel like it would be an atomic bomb going off in my body, and basically that's what it is. I can understand it if you are at the point where this is the only way that you're going to be able to stop this. Okay, I get it. If you're, it's so aggressive that it has invaded other parts of your body, which, by the way, I had a PET scan done, which is another scan that they do to see if the cancer has traveled through your body and attached anywhere else. And I will also be seeing my oncologist on Tuesday, but I got a slight report back that that was negative, which is a good thing. I haven't got the full report yet. I will also take the camera in when I get that actual comment back from the oncologist, Dr. Fisher. So anyway, I just have this thing about the chemo, and you will see how I will probably be questioning her quite a bit when I go in on Tuesday to find out why I definitely need to have chemo, because I really don't want to take the risk on what I feel the damage it's going to do to the rest of my body. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So we'll just have to see how that actually turns out when I go and see her on Tuesday. That's my second major appointment of this week. So I think I'm going to stop there because I don't want these to run too long. I just don't want to, like, I could elaborate like crazy, which I've been going in my head, been going just completely cuckoo. I've been over-obsessing about this whole thing. I've been obsessing about what I should do. I've been obsessing about what can happen to me, what my chances are if I do this or if I do that, or what my statistics are, all this craziness. And I've been on the internet like crazy, looking at other people's stories, and I guess that's what you do. Well, at least that's what I did. So I'm going to stop this now, and we'll continue in a little bit. Okay, here comes my kitty again.